etc. Of like, you don't take those things into account as far as him and just trusting him in those scenarios, because it keeps happening to him. He almost had $30 million. He blew that off with the Raiders. That would have got him the bag. He just had to be on the team for one extra week.
But he said he already has the bag. He doesn't need that. He said that period, point blank.
Okay.
He said that after he got released from the Raiders, when he was on, it was like 60 Minutes or one of those shows like that.
Got it. All right,
man. But
let's talk about how he was videoing in the locker room with Pittsburgh.
So in terms of his history is his history.
Got it.
So I'm like KC. I don't agree in terms of how he dealt with the situation.
With him.
Right. But I think looking at the NFL, right, the difference between the NBA and the NFL is that fans ultimately attach to the team. So when the team says the player's wrong, the NFL, the fans ultimately jump behind the team. They get on top of the player, right?
That's not always true, but I'll let you go.
Okay, in one instance.
When players ask for trades all the time. James
Harden. Fans don't support the
players.
Player in the NFL like they support the player in the NBA. Because in the NFL, it's about the name on front of the jersey. In basketball, it's about the name on the back of the jersey. The players have so much more control in basketball than they do in football.
That's true.
That's different because fans have killed players a lot. LeBron James burning his jersey and stuff when he left Cleveland, and they were on the side of the team rather than the player.
No, but it hasn't stopped. It hasn't put the LeBron in a position where he's not.
He's a different guy than AB.
Okay, so who else in the NBA?
I don't know any
James
bad
Harden.
guys.
He just got traded last year. He
Westbrook.
went through it.
No, but they will black.
KD.
No,
KD.
They were burning. They were burning jerseys in Oklahoma City.
No, but in the NBA, in the NFL,
He did.
fans cheer for the team rather than the player. In basketball, people attach to the player. Like
people
a prime example.
People attach to sports.
A prime example. I like LeBron. Whatever team LeBron plays for, I'm going to root for that team.
That's you and your.
It doesn't work
in that bucket.
What's that?
Tom Brady's in that bucket.
No,
1%, Sauce.
I bet you. No Patriots. I bet you it's not like a large group of Patriots fans that are rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because Tampa Bay is.
They played in the
Tom
Patriots, and he got a fucking standing ovation
because that's the right thing to do.
Oh, now we're giving out blue ribbons.
No. That's not giving a blue ribbon. That's giving a man. That's giving a man his flowers that built your fucking program.
But let's get back to AB, man.
So with AB, so back to AB. I really don't have a lot of trust for the NFL.
So you're on the side of AB, but I think you should hold both accountable.
No,
AB,
I do hold. I hold AB accountable in terms of how he dealt with it. So when KC says he didn't deal with it the right way,
yeah,
I totally agree. He did not deal with the right. He didn't deal with the situation the correct way. However, in terms of
you're talking about the impetus of the entire thing was he was being forced to play.
He was being forced to play given his condition, while you have a entity saying that we care about player safety.
So can you
speak into the mic?
Can I push back on that?
Yeah. Sure.
Because Courtney almost made me yawn.
So why, as soon as he got cut, he was like, "I'm available."
Damo.
Hey, remember sleep
Did he say
apnea
that?
makes you
He
yawn.
did say.
If I had sleep apnea too, I'd be yawning.
That's cold.
Man, what are we talking about?
Okay, I'm sorry, Mike.
Wrestles with bears.
No, but you said
No, like as soon as he got cut,
he wanted to play.
he was like, "I'm available to play." Did he not say that?
Wait. From
As soon as he got cut from Tampa Bay, he was like, "Sign me up."
I didn't see that.
He didn't say that.
He says he wants to play with Baltimore.
Well, yeah, but like
that don't mean that he ain't still hurt. Though,
yeah,
right?
he can still be hurt. That means next
I thought
season.
he was saying like I could play.
No.
It's the playoffs.
I could. This was like the last week or so.
No,
of the
after
regular season.
after he
I don't
got,
know. I don't know football, so I'm just
No,
saying.
no, he can't
as soon as
be-
you
he-
get cut, you could get signed up.
You can't pick a player up in the playoffs, man.
When they played the Jets, it wasn't the playoffs.
No, but he just recently said that he would want to play for the Baltimore Ravens.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm talking about as soon as it happened, he said I could go somewhere else and play.
Got it.
That's what I heard. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I heard.
I didn't hear that.
So how do you feel how he did not how he did.
No,
Tom
it was
Brady,
wrong.
But it's his comments about Tom Brady.
In terms of how he dealt with the situation, it's totally wrong. I'm just speaking to a system that says that we care about player safety, and you have a player who says, I'm hurt, I can't go, and is being vilified because he's saying that he's hurt and he can't go. That's the issue I have with me.
Got it.
In terms of how he dealt with it, he totally dealt with it incorrectly.
I'm not mad at that.
So I want to add just one thing real quick. He went on the Nelk Boy, NELK Boys podcast, and I Am Athlete, and said Tom Brady's the man. What I said was wrong. Just for context.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Yeah,
One
apologize.
on I Am Athlete, go watch it.
Got it.
He said I was wrong.
But he was
That's
wrong.
my dude.
He was wrong.
But
Okay, cool.
So he has the wherewithal to say, hey, I messed up.
And I believe him when he says the NFL says, "Hey, we'll pay you $200,000 to just to
And
kind
that
of
was
put
when he
this
was
on
with-
mental health."
He was on Brian Gumble.
Oh, wow.
Brian Gumble when he said that.
And that's what I'm saying.
That offer that he got to put it on mental health.
He was sitting here with his attorney. They touching shoulders on TV or on the interview, and his attorney. I don't know. It was crazy. It was kind of awkward interview, but he said the NFL said $200K, which is pennies to him, based on what he says, to cease and desist.
But I believe that.
I believe it too.
Because Bruce Arians was trying to create the narrative that this is his mental health.
Got it.
But that's an easy narrative to create based
That's
on
what
his
he's saying.
history.
And
No,
that's,
but
but
that's what
that's
he was
his
saying.
point. But that's
That
his
part.
point.
That
That's
part.
his
That's
point.
what he's saying.
That part though.
That's what AB
I think
saying.
okay.
All right.
I'm not. I think we're all arguing for the same thing.
Okay.
I think this isolated incident, AB is probably right, but you just can't negate and kill people of how they felt about AB because of his history and what he's done in the past. Because it's been repetitive everywhere he goes.
But the NFL has a history too. The NFL has a real dirty history.
Think
So
about
wait.
the
They're
NFL
They're
and
dealing with
CTE.
CTE.
No.
But you just
But we
negate
talking about
that.
AB though.
No, but
No.
you can't. But you can't.
Yeah, because AB was the one in the locker room filming
But you-
on Facebook,
but
not
you-
the NFL.
But you can't.
I can because he
Because
was
the
doing
NF
that. So wait, I'm not. You can't kill me for saying that. AB was the one that controlled this, and the NFL made him do that. You can't say that, right? Then he goes to the Raiders.
His feet were messed up.
He was out there practicing. So
Did you
his
see the
feet?
pic-
His
did you see
feet
the
were messed
picture
up.
of his feet?
No, what he did was
Absolutely.
wet his. What he did, he got his feet wet and
Absolutely.
went to a cryo train.
That
like
was
an
that
idiot.
was his,
Absolutely,
That was his
his
fault.
doing.
That
they
was his
would have
fault.
let him rest, I think. And I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't
What
know.
if?
But it's like the pot calling the
But-
kettle black. It's like the NFL has been exposed, and for an organization, and we're trained. We're trained. That's why the NFL is so good in terms of marketing, and this is why the NFL is $1 billion business. It's because the NFL has figured out a way to trick its fans to jump behind the NFL and fuck the player.
I'm not.
and that's where the
I'm not
NBA
saying
has
that.
the advantage.
I'm not saying that. I'm a dude that's about accountability. So I'm not for the NFL. I don't even watch the NFL that much. You know what I'm saying? But so if we getting real, like I don't put my money into the NFL. Y'all, some of people kill the NFL, but they still love the game for some reason.
Yeah, because we're trained. Because we're trained to support them regardless of what they do.
I'm not. So people might
But
be
but,
trained.
but, but you're
right.
protecting them now.
I'm not protecting them. I'm talking about accountability on both sides. I don't disagree with anything that you're saying. I think the NFL was the impetus in that isolated incident. But I'm not going to let AB off the hook for the things that he's done for those people, for those assumptions that people may have. But in this instance, I think you're absolutely right. Like, it all started because Bruce Arians was like, nope, you're going to play.
Or
And
was it him or the OC?
No, it was Bruce Arians.
NFL.
He shared the text message of him and Bruce Arians. But I just know as a player, right? You know that you're going into the playoffs. Your head coach hits you and says, "Hey, man, we're not taking no breaks."
So this is not only NFL. This starts young because it's
That's a cultural thing in football, 100%.
Got it.
And fortunately, I was never injured, and like put in that situation.
Flex on him.
But what'd you say?
Flex on him. You were never injured.
I wasn't.
Until in your 40s.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Hey, and my turf toe flared up. Hey, how you gonna be 38 years old with turf toe? Hey, boy, be walking all sideways and shit. Anyway, would love to hear what you like. Do you have any additional thoughts?
Nope. I don't. I mean, I'm kind of with James, man. I just started watching the NFL again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the whole Kaepernick thing, right? But
same here.
I know the NFL is dirty. I mean, I don't care about the NFL, but I'm all about accountability.
Yeah.
Right. He got a pass, and you just cannot disregard the pass, even if it was right. You still got to take account for the pass, right? And this dude his pass is jacked up.
So can we do, just to close it out, one thing real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Round robin. Will AB be in the NFL next year? Yes or no? Starting with you.
Yes.
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 Why? Because
So
he's
what are we
talented,
talking
right?
about?
Oh yeah, because he's talented, man.
I don't care if it's 1 week, 1 month, 1 play, a practice squad, a preseason, next
Gonna
season.
get a check.
Somebody's going to sign him
He will be in a camp
somewhere.
next year.
Dog,
Absolutely.
when Jerry Jones said, "Put your toe on the line, you gonna stand for this national anthem. We don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about."
Fuck Jerry Jones and the Cowboys.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the type of power.
Are
that
you a
the
Cowboys
NFL
fan?
Has.
No,
Oh.
I was about to make a point that Walt told
Oh.
us back like 10 years ago, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My
No,
bad,
but that's the
Sauce.
type of power that the NFL wields, and football is different. Now I love to compare football to basketball because I like how basketball is ran.
Adam Silver's a beast.
Adam Silver, I think, in terms of race relations, in terms of league player relations, I think he always makes the right moves. To where in football, honestly, is a good old boys network, right? And they still run it that way, right? So with football, they've trained the fans to support the NFL and the teams. The fans can't stand Robert Goodell, but the NFL be like, well, fuck it. If y'all don't want us out here, we cut it off, and people will lose their fucking mind.
I'm
Yeah,
still saying that happens in the NBA too.
Well,
I think it does. But
For instance, Carmelo. Y'all still bitter about him leaving the Nuggets 14 years ago.
okay, I'll give you your drop.
it doesn't equate though.
But with Carmelo, oh yeah,
How does
I don't hate him.
He's in the league.
But he hasn't been the same player
He's
since
not
he's
the
left.
same player.
Oh, disagree.
He had a
top
better,
7? He's still top 75, man.
better years at New York
Based on
than in Denver.
his years in Denver.
But what I'm so
The
you're
dude
pro-
went
so
to
you're
Portland
proving my
and
point.
balled.
You're proving my point.
Okay.
You're
He said he
proving my
went to
point. You wanted
Portland.
him to stay in Denver
He went
versus
to Portland and balled,
right.
and was the same player he was at the Nuggets.
As a role player,
but
though.
what we're not talking about how he performed, man. AB ain't been the same player since he left Pittsburgh.
Yes, he has.
Lies.
Yes, he has.
He been putting up them numbers.
He ain't been put up the numbers.
That
the
needs to be
same
a drop.
player.
He been putting up the same numbers he did last
He
year in
hasn't put
Tampa
the same.
Bay.
He's the same player. Carmelo is a
Has
role
he been putting up
player.
the same numbers?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Carmelo
Yes.
now. I'm not talking about
He hasn't
Carmelo now.
he hasn't been put up the same numbers.
There was no hate for Carmelo when he left the Nuggets.
Carmelo's a role player, man.
We're not talking about what he was.
Carmelo's a role
I'm
player.
about to start yawning.
Come
again.
on.
I'm about to start
We're
yawning.
not
He's a
talking.
role player today, but come on, when he left,
We're not
Denver,
talking
he
about.
Was,
So
he was still
he
that
was
guy.
that dude.
He was that guy.
So
No,
when he
I'm
left,
talking about
so
today. He's a role player.
we're not talking
That
about
was-
what he is.
that was a good
today.
Let Mike go. Let Mike
Mike,
go.
We're not talking about what
Your
he
shit
is
is
today.
whack.
All right, then let's move on.
No, but I
I'll
think.
fuck with you.
Go ahead, man. Make your point because
I'm
I think
just
he had a
saying-
good one.
I'm just saying when he was in Denver and he wanted to go to the Knicks.
People hated that shit.
Thank you.
They did. I hated it.
Thank you.
That's
That's
why I
my
was
whole.
try-
That's
that's
my
why I was
whole
trying to
point.
yawn on you.
I know, because I'm
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you don't like that though.
No, I
I'm fucking with
100%. No, I 100%.
That's my only point I'm trying to make about that. I
Denver,
understand
that was a
I
huge-
understand what he's saying about how NBA players get to
him
move.
and Chauncey. That was bad.
Yeah, they're a nice
That was
little
a bad-
combo.
They
But what
did.
I'm saying is, he's saying NBA players don't get hate for when they want to move teams or when they want to
Yeah.
do when they want to
when-
go to certain
when
places.
they're
They don't get
empowered.
hate.
That's
Diehard
what-
fans get mad. That's
So
why I
they
was
wasn't.
mad.
So New Orleans, when Anthony Davis,
They were
Anthony
pissed.
Davis wanted to lead the Pelicans, he
Pissed.
got hate.
pissed.
That's all I'm
The
saying.
team got pissed.
When Katie wanted to leave,
Oklahoma City,
OKC.
he got
pissed.
hate.
When he left Golden State, pissed.
Dog,
When James Harden left the Rockets.
It's not the
Pissed.
same. It's
Courtney,
not the same.
what are you talking about?
Because if I'm a fan, if I'm
A
fan,
Lego is a fucking Lego.
No, if I'm in football, if you're a fan, if
Courtney.
you're a fan, if you all the fans of the Colts,
Courtney, a Lego is a
can
Lego.
can I just finish what I'm saying? If you were a fan of
piece
Peyton
fits a
Manning,
piece.
if you're a fan of Peyton Manning when he was with the Colts, right? Doesn't mean that when Peyton Manning left the Colts and went to the Broncos that you are now a Bronco fan. In basketball,
But you're not-
if your
but-
favorite player goes from one team to another, you will attach yourself to that team.
But you
I
can't
disagree.
ask a Colts fan that.
Hey,
He's not a
let's
Colts
ask our
fan.
guest that.
I disagree. You talking about Carmelo? I'm a huge Nuggets fan. I was a huge Carmelo fan.
Was you a Knicks
Same.
fan?
Hell no.
What? Why?
I wasn't either.
Why?
What? Who in their right mind would be a Knicks fan?
For
That's
Yeah,
that's-
for what?
that's-
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If Jordan, when Jordan went to the Wizards, I bet you his fans
I
went to the Wizards.
fucking
too.
hated the Wizards.
I bet
I
you
love
fucking
the
fans.
Bulls.
went
you
to
don't
the
think
Wizards, too.
Chicago was mad?
Huh?
You don't think Chicago fans were mad?
No, because he already gave what he wanted. But when basketball,
Right. So
when
what did Peyton Manning do? What did Peyton Manning do
you
for the
root
Colts?
for it, but basketball markets that way. Basketball markets that you root for the name on the back of the jersey rather than the name on the front of the jersey. In football, you root
I
for
disagree. What do you
team
say?
rather
What
than
do you say,
individual
Quavo?
players.
All right,
What
let's
do you-
bring it in.
what
Let's
do you
bring
say?
it in.
Y'all don't
That's
have to
enough
agree
of
with
this.
that shit.
You're allowed
Let's
to
bring
have
it
an
in.
opinion.
Let's bring it in.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're right.
Yeah.
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 I don't. I disagree.
I
with you.
respectfully disagree, but you're wrong.
That's-
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You're wrong.
All right, let's move
I'm
on.
not.
And-
I'm not wrong in this one.
Yes,
Oh.
you are.
Because
Okay.
because
No,
football and
you're-
basketball markets in two totally
You know,
different
no,
ways.
you know what the fundamental
You're not
problem
wrong,
is?
but you're definitely not
The
right.
fundamental problem is, and Waku dropped the bomb 10 years ago, and we had a heated debate. The difference between NBA and the NFL, negotiation.
Okay.
When it was the lockout, the NBA players got together, bonded, and said, no, we want guaranteed contracts. We want this. We want that. The
And
NFL
look what they got.
lays over backwards.
And guaranteed
the
contract.
top guys
And guar-
bend over backwards, and they give it up as long as they get theirs. Everybody else, whatever.
A guaranteed
whatever.
contract supports who? The
The
individual.
The
Exactly. So the NFL is a players' league. I mean the NBA is a players' league
'Cause of the players.
No, but hear me out. What I'm saying. When
You're not listening
when
to what I just
But you're not
said.
listening. I heard what you said.
So what?
What you said is when they negotiated. They negotiated for guaranteed contracts
For the
so
players.
for the players. So the NBA is considered a players' league. The NFL is considered a ownership team league.
Absolutely.
So with that being said,
Yes.
with the NBA as it being focused on the players, the fans root for the actual name on the back of the jersey. It don't matter. It don't matter what team that guy.
Why?
What's
Because
that?
the negotiation.
No, because that's how the NBA markets their players.
Because
they
the
market
players-
the individual.
You're not
what
listening.
you're saying,
The
man.
players
Sam
did
Lynn.
that.
I see what you're saying,
Bring
man.
me
But
a
You're right. Let's move on.
tree.
Let's move on. So
Yeah.
NBA.
Mr.